In Unit 6, Similarity, a really great method that you might have learned in Algebra 1 to help us solve problems is called the cross product. Okay? And remember, when we hear product, we think multiplication. So the exact definition of a cross product is right here, but I think all these letters can get a little bit confusing. So let's kind of dive into this a little bit. If A over B, if we just look at this first part of the definition, that's a fraction. We represent that as a ratio, okay? So if one ratio is equal to another ratio, C over D, then what I can do is I actually can multiply across. So I can say A times D, and multiply A and D, and then B times C, I actually know that those two products will be equal. All right? So I can use this to help me. It says solve the following proportion for x. I have two ratios, 3 over x and 9 over 12, that I'm telling you have to be equal. So that means if I take the cross product, so I do 9 times x, that's 9x, and I do 3 times 12, that's 36, I know that those two products have to be equal. And then we can solve an equation just like normal. I can divide by 9 on both sides. That's going to cancel, and I'm going to get x equals 36 divided by 9 is 4. So I get that answer there. Okay? Let's double check this to make sure that I got the right answer. So that means that the ratio 3 over 4 has to be the same as the ratio 9 over 12. If we use the methods that we learned in the last video, I can simplify this ratio down by the common factor of 3. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 12 divided by 3 is 4. And we're good. Okay? Sometimes the cross product is used to solve more challenging problems. So if you look at this at question number 2, you have m plus 3 over 4 equals m minus 4 over 6. Okay? A really helpful tool is to put some parentheses around the expression if there's more than one term in either the numerator or the denominator. Okay? But I know it's still two ratios that are equal, so let's take their cross products. I can multiply 4 by m minus 4. And this is where the parentheses come into play. Okay? And then I can multiply 6 times m plus 3. Again, make sure you have those parentheses. And the cross product tells me that I know that those two products have to be equal. And now I can solve an equation just like we did in Algebra 1. So I'm going to distribute first. That's 4 times m. 4 times negative 4 is 16. Equals 6 times m is 6m. 6 times 3 is a positive 18. Get my variables to both sides, so bring the 4m over here. Negative 16 equals 2m plus 18. Subtract 18 from both sides. That's a negative 34 equals 2m. Divide by 2, divide by 2. M is going to equal negative 17. And there's my answer. Okay? We're not going to check it this time, but now we can trust that the cross product method will get us the right answer. All right? So if you find like this is a good strategy, feel free to use it throughout the unit.